ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now.
And greetings everybody, Jim here. So we're in Train Simulator 2021. Lots of changes yet again. So now I'm using the monitor on the left hand desk, which means the OBS is now on my right hand, the microphone is now on my right hand, the keyboard is now on my right hand, and Stream Deck is on my right hand. So before, when I do all the other the driving simulators, I'm on the right hand desk, so I'm looking left. So today everything's on my right. So really this is just another case of getting everything all sorted out and seeing how it goes. One thing that I did do was I increased the game audio a little bit, so if it's a wee bit too loud, please let me know. Now then, I've actually done this already, a little bit of it. I haven't done a huge amount of it. I just wanted to make sure that everything was working, so I did a quick recording, and it seems to be okay. So you could ignore all these operational errors. Again, like I'm saying, this was just me trying to get sorted out. So where are we? We're in a class 68, which is a diesel electric train, and we're using Just Trains Chiltern mainline. And what have we got here? It's Marylebone to Banbury. That's about probably a wee bit more than half the route, I think. Yeah, I think this is probably about more than half the route anyway. So this should take us probably an hour and a half. I'd never actually looked, in all honesty. But as I said, this is a case of getting it all sorted out and trying out Train Simulator and make sure all the controls work and everything works. Then I can add this to my bucket list of games that I will be streaming. So, where are we? Let's hit replay and let's jump right back into it again. Let's make sure. I'm using Rail Driver. Had a couple of hiccups with it earlier, but let's get going and we can carry on the discussion in a wee minute there. So let's do a quick replay. So as I said, the main thing really for me now is just making sure that the game audio is not too loud. I'm hoping it isn't, but we'll soon find out. And oh, Jay Winokur. Well, there we go. That's how it goes. We started out and there's a oh. hang on. Hang on. Your timing was terrible. Your timing was terrible there, because I tried to restart a scenario and before I picked up the passengers I had the throttle going. So yeah, room for improvement there, my friend. Room for improvement. So let's do a restart on this. Are you sure you'd like to restart? Oh yes. That was a terrible start. I was admiring your pictures there, mate, about the reenactment. Absolutely cracking stuff, mate, there. I tell you, the attention to detail. Loved it. Absolutely loved it, mate. Right, let's see if this will start all over for me. Alright, good evening, driver. Please load passengers now. There we go. We'll take a mulligan. Yep. I haven't heard that phrase for such a long time. Right, please load the passengers and prepare. So this is where I need to remember which button does which. There we go. So, Mr. Winokur, if you can just do a quick favour and let me know how the audio sounds. Game audio, I hasten to add. I don't think it's too loud. And I don't mean now. I haven't done anything yet. But, you know, once we actually get moving, perhaps you can let me know if it's too loud or not. Because I did adjust it. But yeah, look at this. This is what I'm driving today. Yeah, and you know, that's the thing about anything with anything like that. It really is. It's like making sure everyone has their wristwatches taken off, making sure that anything that you have, you know, is 100% accurate. And the wing glamour. How you doing, my friend? Highly shiny. Yes. So yeah, I'm in a train today. Right. Okay. So you'll have to bear with me about any mistakes. You're not allowed to correct me on mistakes, okay? So, jump back in the cab. And let's get going. So brakes off, throttle, speed limit 25. So as I said, right at the beginning there, just have a listen on the game audio, maybe in about 5-10 minutes. If it's too loud, let me know. Because I did adjust it. Because everybody likes to hear the sound of a train, even if it is a diesel electric. But look at this. Absolutely love it. I did a quick recording a few minutes ago and the audio levels did seem to be okay. But I don't want to be having to shout over the noise of it or the actual speeding. Alright. Well, that didn't take long. It just means we'll get there a lot quicker. So what I'm going to do is go into the driver interface and make sure that, yeah, these brakes are off, these brakes are off. Yeah, these brakes are working. Goodness me, that did not take long at all, did it? But yes, so you just gotta love that, you know. And I'll get rid of this control panel in front of me in a few minutes, actually, just once I get out the station. But yeah, I can imagine, Jay Winokur, that when you're in the middle of something like that, you forget reality. You know what I mean? You are now part of the environment that surrounds you. You know, no cell phones, no wristwatches. Well, wristwatches, but the wind-up kind. You know, and it's. I'm sure it's an incredible deal. You know. Alright, second gear. Listen, what I'm going to do is get this up to 100 miles an hour. And, oh, speeding. And hopefully, let's reduce the, make it the driver's guide. There we go. And talking about reenacting, here we go, old veterans in the house. How you doing, my friend? I'm just talking about to Jay Winokur about the pictures he posted in the Discord. So after this tunnel, there's a bit of, we end up in open ground, and then I can start getting the speed up again. And then we'll have a look outside and we'll have a listen to the game audio actually. But yeah, there is this for me is completely confusing because I'm now on the left hand desk. So OBS is now on the right, the microphone's on the right, the keyboard's on the right. It's a little confusing because when I'm driving, everything's the other way around, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. There's actually a bit more room for me. Talking about room, here we go, we got 50 miles an hour. Let's get the throttle going. Old Werton says, hope you all liked them. Yes, Jay Whittaker, it's a nice escape from the daily. It really is, mate. You know, it really is. I need to remember to hit that alerter button because if I don't, emergency brakes kick in. And that means I'm going to be late. So at the moment we've got an ETA 1741, which means I'm actually on time. I've got 2 minutes to spare. If you have a look down at the bottom left, the first one, it says 1743 in 20 miles. And the speed I'm going, I'll get there 2 minutes to spare, so... Right, I'm going to jump outside, guys. So, again, I'm saying again. So, is the game audio too loud? I'm speeding, yep. I want you to be able to hear the train, but I don't want it to be that loud that I'm having to yell over the top of it, so... But look at that, isn't that beautiful? Isn't this amazing? Oh, and I'm way speeding. Let me stick some brakes on here. But yeah, so when I jump back in the cab, this is probably going to be the normal audio that you're going to hear from the game. But yeah, like I said, I made a lot of adjustments, so if somebody could let me know how it sounded, that would be appreciated. And even the horn doesn't sound so bad either, actually. So hope the day is treating everybody well. I was in two minds about whether to stream or not, because I was going to do it earlier, then I didn't, then I was going to do it in the middle of the day, then I didn't, and I've been messing about with this all day. I thought, you know, I want to actually finish this route. And I thought, well, why not just shove a stream out there as well at the same time. Here we go, 65 coming up. And all the jitters, for those of you not seen, Train Simulator 2021 is not exactly very... I'm not going to say frame rate friendly because I've no idea what the frames are, but it is jittery, you know. It's the nature of the beast, shall we say. Hey, thanks, my friend. Jamie Ricker says sounds pretty good. That's cool, mate. Let me speed up here. Like I said, we got like 20 miles before I stop, and as long as I don't get any red lights, and I'll jump outside in a wee minute as well. But I do need to keep my eye on. Let me show you. Driver interface. Yeah, see that big exclamation mark that's at the top of the display? I need to keep an eye on that, because if it flashes up and I don't hear it and I'm speeding, then the emergency brakes kick in. So try to keep it down there. And like I say, just that little exclamation point next to the red hand on the bottom, I need to watch it from outside. Oh, we're at 75. This is going cool. And I haven't actually done all this route. I've done this part of it earlier on when I was just getting all the settings set up. It seems to be okay. And as long as nothing crashes, and I don't mean train-wise, I mean software-wise. But one other thing that I was doing was I was messing about with steam trains. And those things, I will be doing a stream on steam trains, and but they take a lot more learning. How to control the steam pressure, controlling the amount of water, controlling the coal. It's a lot more to learn. So, but I definitely want to be doing a steam train stream. Steam train stream. There we go. And I'm going too slow again, so let me speed up a bit and I'll jump out. Oh, look at that stadium on the right. And let me just pull up the map actually. So center on player. So we're here, and we're actually heading all the way over here somewhere. Yeah. So this is our first pickup, Beaconsfield platform. And I have a feeling that I'm not going to begin. Let's do the horn. Just because. Right, let's get rid of the driver's guide. I'm optimistic that I won't need it for a wee while. And what I can do is I can pull up the task log, and it's got their pick up passengers, and we've got like 16 miles to go. So we've got a few minutes. Got a few minutes. We're doing 88, which is cracking. Let's have another look outside again. No, you just love that. You know, this is my train set. This is me playing with a train set. Yep. Boys and their toys, as you say. Look at this. Let's get under the bridge. We've also got a head out view as well, actually. And a green light. We're good to go. We're doing 99 miles an hour. I do find this rather exciting. And it will be actually nice if I can complete this, because I think this was like a level 3 in regards to difficulty level. Oh, 101. Alright, let's pull back on the throttle. And if anyone's interested, I'm actually using Rail Driver, which is a purpose-made train controller. It has a speedometer on it as well, so it takes a while getting used to, especially if you're used to using keyboards and a mouse. But look at these. Most of these controls don't actually do anything, but yeah, the gauges do actually work, and those gauges work, and a couple of these work. AWS reset, I've got a button signed for that. We've got a sander as well. And I do actually need to keep my eyes on the track. But all of this is 100 miles an hour. So let's have a quick look at the driver's guide. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we've got 12 miles to go, 100 miles an hour. Excellent. Oh, look at that, the digger on the left-hand side there. I love this. And this is another one of the simulators that I have not been in for such a long time. And the good thing, horn. Don't know if you have to do that or not, but I'm doing it. And the good thing about streaming is it's forcing me to actually get back into my games. I mean, so at the moment now I'm streaming Euro Truck Simulator, I'm streaming The Bus, I'm streaming Tram Simulator, which I need to get back into, and American Truck Simulator I've got set up and ready to go. I've also got Bus Simulator 18, that's ready to go, and now I've got Train Simulator 2021 ready to go. But look at it, you know, this is my train set. Awesome. 40 miles an hour on the right hand track, but we're staying on this one. Let's quicken her up a wee bit. And let's have a look down here actually. How many steps do we have? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll try to see how many steps it's had. It looks like it's got 8 steps. Okay, so it's an 8-step throttle. Righty-ho. Let's have a quick look at this. What have we got? 9 miles to go. Excellent. One of the things it does have is wipers. And you saw the lights at the front when we popped out there. So let's have another quick look at the lights actually. Oh, listen to that. Isn't this incredible? Totally awesome. You know what? I'm doing so well, something's going to go wrong. I just know it is. Something's got to go wrong here. Let's have a look at the driver's guide. 8 miles. And I know that it doesn't slow down until we actually get to the station. Because again, I tested this out earlier. But, oh, more diggers. Nice. So anyway, so there's the front lights, like I said. So it doesn't really have much. It's got off and on, really. That's it for the lights. Right, let's jump back in again. But yeah, it's a quick look around the cab. Not really. This isn't the most detailed of cabs, but you know, it works for me. Sometimes you can have too many buttons. And the engine start stop works. Engine start stop there works. Don't know what those are, so I'm not going to press them. What have we got? Let's see, most of that there is just, you can read it, but there's nothing you can actually touch that I can see. Oh, that one works. 3. Yeah. Like me, I never read the manual. I'm quite happy just piddling along here. Alright, so let's have another quick look at the driver's guide. 6 miles. Excellent. And what do we got? Let's quicken it up a wee bit. We're still a minute and a half ahead of schedule, but because I'm not comfortable braking, I don't want to lose that little bit of time that I've got. So let's get rid of that again. And there we go. So pick up passengers, 5.5 miles. Sweet. And thanks earlier, Scott, for your information on the UK food, mate. Between customs and the cost over here, it's always good to recommend the place. And I see the Colonel Fork is in the house. Engage ludicrous speed. Yes. We're doing 100 miles an hour here, bud. 100 miles an hour. Yeah, this was a random stream, Colonel. I've been looking at getting the train simulator stuff up and running, and I almost streamed before you today, and I was going to stream after you today, and I kept putting it off, and I've been messing about with it so long, I thought, you know what, let's just do it. Because this is good, because it's testing out my audio, testing out all my new positions for everything. Right, so if I hadn't cleared the alert there, the emergency brakes would have went on. That was the AWS alert coming on. So I think it's telling me that I'm probably going to be slowing down in a wee bit. Let's have a look. Driver's guide, 3 miles. So wish me luck here, because he's gone straight to the Plaid. Yes. So wish me luck here. I have zero idea what speed I need to be, or when I need to be slowing down. So you know what, let's take, yeah, there we go, let's take the throttle off for now, and then I can start panicking about how much I need to brake. So we're still good. We're at 17:41 and 20 seconds estimated time of arrival. Should we be listening to Crazy Train? You know what, that's funny, my rock band plays that tune, actually. That's our closing number. Just as a useless bit of information there. What have we got? 1.5 miles. Let's start the braking. Yeah, let's start braking. Task log, pick up passengers. Right. So, apply the brakes. There we go. There's the brake pressure coming up if you have a look at the gauges on the bottom left there. So I'm going to put it back to hold. And that basically keeps the brake pressure that's already in there, which might be too much. Yeah, so let's release the brakes. Yeah, this is all guesswork because I've never actually driven this train before testing it out today. So release the brakes. I think we might be... No, you know what? You know what happens in the bus every time I say I think we're good? And then I completely over miss it, so... The thing about the train is you can actually overshoot your station, and I don't want to do that because you can't really reverse back up the track. So let's actually start braking. What I'm trying to do is get approximately 20 miles an hour or 30 miles an hour at the beginning of the the platform. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe, yes, maybe, yes, 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 yes. Okay, yes, I am going to take credit for that, even although it was pure luck. Alright, let's open the doors. Hey. And Viper Strike, hello my friend. Welcome to Train Simulator 2021, buddy. Look at this. There I am. Okay, there I am like 30 years ago, but yeah. Look at this. That was actually better than I stopped. Let's have a look at the back of the train, and I think we might be... Oh, you know what? We're a little off the platform, but I'm going to accept it. That's... Oh, sorry about this. Jungle warfare there. Let's get down. Yeah, I'm going to accept that. How cool is that? Right. So, I'm going to jump into the free cam. I probably should have done this nearer to the bridge actually, but we've got plenty of time. Doors are open. We're leaving at 17:43. We've got 2 minutes. Wonder how many of us have stood across bridges and looked over like that, eh? This is awesome. Well, let's get back across that road actually. But yeah, so there I am in the station. Let's get rid of the driver's guide. Love it. Very dapper passengers. Yeah, you know, I think this is, gosh, what is it, 2015, 2016, I think this was based. Because a lot of the train simulators, obviously they can't keep up to everything that's current. So what they do is they'll say, hey, let's develop the train station around whatever time period, and there's one that I do want to do for that very reason. It was based around the 1980s, 1990s. It's called the Riviera line, and it's a steam train. So once I get to grips with the steam train, then I will definitely be streaming that one as well. But yeah, Wing Glamour, absolutely mate. Collar and tie, mate. Collar and tie. But yeah, so this is Train Sim 2021. It's I love it because every year they do free updates, and you know, it is an older engine, as in game engine, but the amount of DLC that's out there and the amount of scenarios that are constantly being created, this is going to be here for a long time. I do have Train Simulator 2021. No, I don't. I have Train Sim World 2 is what I was meaning, and but I don't know, I'm just enjoying this one at the moment. I do need to get back into that. Right, so let's have a look at our task log. What's next? So depart 17:44. And it looks like we've got about 9-10 minutes. High Wycombe. Oh my goodness. I have not been to High Wycombe for many, many years. Right, so let's jump back in the cab. And let's get ready to go. These passengers are certainly taking quite a while to actually... where's which button? Which button? Which button? Head out view. Yeah, these passengers are certainly taking a huge amount of time to get on and off the train. But that's okay. I just don't want to be late leaving the station. Front cab view, there we go. And let me just pull the task log up again. It's a depart 1744. Yeah, and if you look at that bar down on the bottom left, it's actually showing that the passengers are getting on the train, but there we go. Right, next stop, High Wycombe. Excellent. Brake off, and away we go. And you can see the brake pressure releasing there on the brake cylinders on the gauges on the left. And off we go. Yeah, you know, High Wycombe is one of those places that everyone seems to have heard of, Scott. It's I can't remember why I was there. I know it was work related. Yeah, you know what? I think there's Air Force bases around High Wycombe, isn't there? I wasn't in the Air Force, but I did data communications, and I did fibre optic cable, and I think that's what it was. I was laying fibre down in High Wycombe. Right, so we're still in 100 miles an hour, so let's get this going. Pull up the task log. So arrive 1753, and I have no idea about the speed limits along here, so I am going to have to keep my eyes open. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's still 100 kilometers at 100 miles an hour. So those two are green. High Wycombe, yeah. Where is it? Show task. If I do show task, it shows me exactly where I'm going. This map does not show the speed limits from what I can gather, so I hope I don't miss anything. But so far so good. And that's the thing about any simulator, isn't it? Enjoying the challenge. You don't want it to be so impossible that it's frustrating. You know, you want it to be a manageable challenge, and I'm liking this so far because it's a diesel electric. You've got a throttle, you've got a train brake, you got a locomotive brake, and the locomotive brake is off all the time. Well, one of the brakes is off all the time. In fact, let me just have a look. Pull up the driving interface. So this guy, oh, okay, so the loco brake, okay, so the loco brake is off all the time, and I'm controlling it with the train brake. Okay. But yeah, don't you just, this is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. I'm doing 93. I'm watching my rail driver to make sure I don't speed. I'm doing 94, 95. Pull it back a wee bit. Look at this. Absolutely awesome. Wow. Stick my head out the window. Oh, we've got an amber. Okay. Right. So. Right. Okay, that was the warning. So what I need to do with an amber is assume that the next light could be a red. So I'm glad I jumped back in. So I'm going to keep it maybe at about 60. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 60 miles an hour here. So I could be following another train. I'm hoping I hit that quick enough. Oh, look at that. You see, See what's happened? I didn't acknowledge it quick enough. So the emergency brakes have gone on. Right, so while that's happening, old Scott says, wonder how Britrail is doing now. Yeah, you know what? I think it's all been bought up with private companies now, mate, you know? So take the reverser out, stick it in neutral, forward, brakes off, and let's get going again. Yeah, so this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I missed the AWS, the automatic warning system, and I hit the alerter just at the wrong moment, and come on. I don't think I'm wheel spinning. In fact, there we go. I got sand in here as well, so I'm letting the sand down. So to your point, Scott, ScotRail, it's doing extremely well. And I'm saying ScotRail because I don't know every part of the rail seems to be run by its own company these days, but I know ScotRail's doing very well. They just added a lot more route. Oh, here we go. Right. Right. So I just slammed the emergency brakes on. Oh, if it fails me, don't. Oh, do you see that? You have passed a signal at danger, game over. I could have turned that off actually, but that was my own fault. I missed the AWS signal. I also started speeding up, so yeah, the excitement of trains. So what did we get? 2 out of 7. Stopped at none out of none destinations. Picked up passengers at 2. Player used emergency brakes once. Speeding 6 times. Yeah, it didn't do very well for half an hour's driving. But you know what? I'm going to do that again. That was fun. Seriously. I learned a lot from that. If you see an amber light, assume the next one is red. And I even said that because an amber light tells you that the next light could be a red. If it's not red, it could possibly be another amber, and it means you could be following another train. So I almost said that over the microphone there, and then I ignored it. I started accelerating back up to 100 miles an hour. Right, let's get this going, because I am going to do this again. Right. Scott says, I keep getting adverts for the Scottish steam train. I'm hoping to score a trip on that when I go over next. Yeah, I tell you what, mate, there's so many heritage lines over there. And are you talking about the one that goes over the... hang on. Sorry. I said hang on, that was very rude. I want to get this going. Right, good evening driver, please load passengers now and prepare to depart at 1721. Yep, your first stop will be at Beaconsfield. Alright, there we go. I hit the button. There we go. The Harry Potter train, yeah. You know what, mate, that is definitely on my bucket list as well, my friend, I tell you. It's just... yeah, I hate to use the word iconic, but it really is. It's. I wonder what the waiting list is on that, Scott. I'm sure it's probably a couple of years or something. Well, there's so many heritage steam lines over there that I've been on. Meet you in 2023. Absolutely. Yep. It sounds like a plan, buddy. Right, excuse the rattling. I'm drinking that disgusting Diet Pepsi again. It says 0 sugar, but all those chemicals that I cannot pronounce cannot be good for you. Right, okay, right away, next stop Beaconsfield. Right, we've been here before. Right, emergency brake off, train brake off, local brake off, reversers forward. There we go, reversers forward, let's get going. Sound the horn just because. Scott says the advert I just got was coming down and not all that expensive. You know what? For what you get, mate. You know, for what you get, it's very unique experience. You know, it's one of those, almost like the Orient Express, you know what I mean? One of those things that you just have to do. Alright, let's get this up to 25. You guys should all know this by now, you've seen it already. Oh, don't speed! You've also heard me yell don't speed as well. Right, let's have a look outside. The Oxford Flyer. Right, take a photo. Nice. And if the views that I keep flying around get disturbing, please let me know, because I'm flying around like a chicken that's got no navigation here at the moment. I'm all over the place. Right, we're up to 50. Excellent. Now, I don't know if I've got lights on the inside of the cab or not. I know I've got lights outside. But not to worry, we've got to get up to 50 miles an hour. So we're already a wee bit late with the ETA, but that's okay because I was too busy nattering, I think. There we go. Alright. One thing about Train Simulator 2021 is if you go 1 mile over the speed limit, it starts flashing that you're speeding, which I guess is fine, you know, but because that's the thing, you know, you're not on these rails on your own. The last thing you want to be doing is catching up on other trains, hence seeing that amber light earlier. In fact, once we get up to 100 miles an hour, I'm going to pull up the map again, actually. Oh, I'm speeding. You know, one thing that has happened, which is very interesting, is my rail driver is now showing kilometres. It was reading miles a minute ago. Oh dear. It got in a panic and jumped to kilometres. Alright, let's do the full driver's interface just to have a look at that, just while we're here. So let's see, that big blue button, that's the reverser. They call it the reverser, but basically you go forward, neutral or reverse. They call it the reverser. The red handle, let me... Right. Don't know if you saw that big exclamation mark. That was see, there's amber again. So slow her down, James. Slow her down. So I'm going to have a quick look at the 2D map. Center on player. I want to see if I'm catching up with somebody. Ah, okay. There could be a junction coming up. A train coming towards us. So let's keep it here for the time being. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? So that was an amber, so I have to assume... Oh, look at all these trains, guys. Okay, I don't know if you saw that. My light just changed to green. Oh, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? It really is. It's my train set. My digital train. Look at those chimneys. Oh, this is definitely England, you know? Definitely the UK. Man, this is awesome. Oh, that's the tube train. I think that's the tube. Because I saw an underground sign back there as well. Right. But I do need to be wary of what's ahead of me, like I said, so... Let's jump back into the 2D map, because again... Right, so these are all... Oh, okay, so... Ah, see this? So I wonder if there's a junction, so that's an amber. Wonder if there's all these trains crossing through junctions, that's what it could be perhaps. Oh look, I'm speeding, there's an unusual. So let's give it... Apply the brakes. apply the brakes, graduate self-lap, then put it on hold till we slow down a wee bit, and then release the brakes. There we go. I'm slowly getting the hang of this. Steam trains, like I say, is beautiful. A lot more to it though, because you actually use the reverser as a gear lever. So if you got it on like 75% forward, that's almost like starting a car in first gear. You got lots of torque, not enough speed. So what you do is you put the throttle all the way forward, and then you pull the reverser back, and what it does, it's almost like changing up into a higher gear. But on top of that, as I said, you have to watch the air pressure. You have to, not air pressure, the water pressure. You have to watch the temperature of the water as well. You've also got to make sure you have enough coal in the boiler. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. So I'm quite happy just struggling away here at the moment with this diesel electric. But I did a really good stop first time through. Well, I was impressed with it. So I'm really hoping that I can do that again, and this time not ignore the amber. They call them aspects, not lights. They actually call it a yellow aspect. So this here would be a green aspect coming up. Oh, look at this. I don't recall seeing this one, that train on the left on the way down the first time. Maybe I was too busy nattering away, perhaps. Oh, look at that! That's a train washer. Look at all the DLC that's out there, guys. This is impressive. Sorry, not DLC. All the AI traffic. This is beautiful. The Oxford Flyer. Oh, and look at all these on the... Wow. Incredible, I tell you. I said it before. In fact, let's jump in. It's getting a little bit noisy here. But I said it before that the creators of these routes, regardless whether it's flight simulator scenery or trains or trucks or trams or anything else, it's dedication or what. I would lose interest halfway through, I know that. Look at this, more AI traffic. I tell you, loving it. Absolutely loving this. Well, it'd be nice to actually complete this one though, because I think this is the 5th time. I did it a little bit earlier, short parts of it, and I did some recordings to see they were okay. And as you saw, if you were on here earlier, this is now the 2nd time doing this because I run a red light or a red aspect. And I can't turn that off, and you know I might, because I mean it's not my plan to keep running the red lights, but to actually end this scenario, because I did that. If I'm streaming, you know, I don't want to be going back all the time, and it is a simulator, you know. Right, so I think we're speeding, yeah. See, we're doing 1 mile over and I'm speeding. So green aspect, task log. It's 17 miles. Let's get rid of the display. Well, let's get rid of it entirely. There we go. So really for now, all I have to do is keep my eyes open. I really love these sounds. The only problem with being outside is you don't hear the AWS. So, and if I don't have the display up, see, that's not the AWS. That's just telling me, hey, look, there's a light coming up. I don't know the correct phrase for it, but you probably see it every time before you come to lights. It's like a case of, hey, you know, it's like it grabs your attention. AWS, on the other hand, if you don't acknowledge it, as you saw, it will put your emergency brakes on. Alright, let's get speeder up a wee bit. More AI traffic. This is wonderful. Alright, so we've got green aspect, we're good to go. So I'm going to get that to 100 if I can. Like I said, I don't want to lose any time, just because I don't know how this brakes. You know, I don't know when I should be braking, so it's all guesswork, but alright. And this is the first time I've been on this route as well, getting ready for this stream. It's, yeah, totally awesome. The good thing about train simming is you can't get lost. You know, you really can't. You can't get lost. You know, you're either on the right track. Well, mind you, if you're doing some of the cargo routes, some of the shuttles, if you use, some of the shunting work, you have to set your own points. But for these passenger ones, you generally don't. You know, you're driving a train. Yeah, you're not trying to set points so that you can shunt trains from one track to another and things like that. Well, listen, all those hesitations that you might be seeing on the stream, they're all within Train Simulator 2021, but you know what? They're not that bad. They really are not that bad at all. It's just one of those things. And I've got probably, gosh, I'm trying to think, I've probably got 300 trains and tracks for Train Simulator 2021, and I've probably used about 3 of them, you know, and 2 of them was today. You know, today was the Class 68, and this was part of the Just Trains Chiltern mainline DLC. So yeah, so there's 2 of them that I've used. Oh yeah, another day I was playing around with it with the steam train. But yeah, maybe a bit more than 2, but I think you get the point. It's like many of us, we buy aircraft or trains or trucks, and sometimes you need to force yourself to get into using it. There you go, whiz past that lot. Let's have a quick look outside again, guys. Oh, hear that rumble. I love it. And I see a green aspect coming up, I think. Just make sure it's a green. Yeah, we're good. Oh, we're passing another train. Oh, this should be cool. Wow. I love it. I'd better jump in just in case. I don't think I've got any more AWS warnings coming up. What have we got? Task log. 6 miles to go, guys. The only problem that I have with the steam trains is visibility. You can do the view out the window like this, and you can do a lot of the driving like this, but within the train itself, visibility is awful. It's not like in real life where you can, you know, stick your head out and you've got good visibility, and but you can actually move. I wonder if it'll work here. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'm just pressing the cursor keys here. I was just curious what would happen. Huh. Well, that's an interesting view. And I apologise, guys. It's hope I'm not making you all motion sick. Oh, look at this, will you? Engine speed, fuel consumption, DC volts. Nice. Oh, look at that. It's actually showing me that I got the red lights on at the back and the white lights on at the front. Beautiful. Let's get back. There we go. But I hope... oh, there we go. Alright. Yellow aspect, Seamus. Man, what you said earlier? Right. I'm glad I jumped back in. So I caught the AWS. So all I need to do now is keep my eyes open. And let's have a look at the 2D map set on player. I want to see if we've got anything coming up. Or we're catching up on something. Yeah, look at this. See this? The London to Marylebone. Yeah, so that's what it was, guys. We were catching up on another train. Nice. I'm starting to... Here's me, expert. I'm starting to get a feel now. In fact, let's slow down, actually. Yeah, let's slow down quite a bit. Let's do driver's guide. Oh, there we go. So it's turned green, and what that means is that the train in front has got far enough ahead of us that the aspect has went from which is, it could have been a yellow, but it's now gone back to green. So I don't want to speed up too much though. I don't want to get caught up too much. What have we got for time? Yeah, we're back to that minute and a half ahead of schedule, so we can probably afford to slow down just a wee tad. Whizzing past passengers there. And what have we got actually as far as passengers? Where's the tax log? Oh goodness me, 1 point something miles. Right, let's slow down. Right. Okay, I did well the last time. So yeah, let's right. Apply the brakes. And then put it on hold, and that's holding the brakes at the position that they're in at the moment. It's funny the way that I'm talking. It sounds like I know what I'm talking about. I think it's a case of I know what I should be doing. You know, there's a big difference. What do they call it in America? Armchair quarterback. I think that's the phrase. I'm not quite sure what you call it in the UK. Basically, where you sit in an armchair and you're an expert in everything. But I'm driving this train rather well, I think. If I say so myself. Oh, you better slow down, Seamus. Alright, hold. Right, apply. I think we're good again. I just need to remember to apply the brakes and then release them. And as long as I'm doing approximately 20 to 30 miles an hour at the beginning of the platform. So that's it. I've released the brakes. A little bit too slow. How are we for time? Goodness me, we're still 2 minutes early. This is wonderful. This will wake him up. Nice. Right, now we've been here before. We have been here before. So apply brakes. Oh goodness, I nearly hit emergency then. That would not have been good. Right, open the doors. Let's jump outside and have a wee look. You know what we'll do? Let's jump into the free camera while we're doing this. Let's have a wee look, actually. Oh, what's this? Oh, wrong direction. How cool is that? I have a feeling these could be static images. Now Now when are we leaving? 1743, same as before. Somebody just sneezed in, didn't they? Wow. Beaconsfield. Alright, let's grab a photo here. Oh, look at that, she stepped right into the picture. I know there's a way to take these photographs without the display down the bottom here showing, but I haven't quite figured out which button that is. Oh, somebody coughing now. Alright, where did we go the last time? Well, let's have a quick look up here. So we've got about a minute. Oh, bus. Model shop. Goodness me. I really think the chances of people actually having a look at the scenery is like next to, 1-2% of people are actually going to do this. But the detail is there, isn't it, It says excellent. Right, we were up here before. Yep, deja vu all over again, as you say. Deja vu all over again. Oh, jungle warfare part again. There we go. Let's get through here. Right. So how's my brakes? That's one thing I've never actually done is have a look at the brake. 5. Yeah, so if you see the yellow, if you look at the middle, in fact let me zoom in on a wee bit there. So if I apply the brakes and then I put it on hold, see that? So the yellow is where the brakes are applied, and then the red, it says the brake pipe control, so it's basically holding that. So let's release it to about 5 and then hold it there just so the train doesn't roll away. And it looks like yet again we're going to be a wee bit late leaving, but you know what? That's alright. So we got 7 minutes for this next part. Let's have a look at the task log. So we've only just done this first part. We've got a wee bit to go, another 6 steps after this. But it looks like nothing too major. 1841, 23, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, we should be good. As long as I don't break anything. Alright, next stop High Wycombe. Yes, we've been here before. Alright, brakes off. I'm just glad I was never into real train sets, actually. They are incredible, but the price of them, it's I think I'm spending enough money on DLC, to be honest. Right, now this is where we made a mistake the last time. 100 miles an hour. Let's keep our eyes on those aspects. .40. So if we can just get out of this neck of the woods, I will be happy. See a new part of the track. Alright, 60. Don't know why I'm looking at that. Seemed like a good idea, but let's keep our eyes on the lights here. So there we go, green aspect ahead. Oh, look at that scenery. Wow, look at this. Man. Incredible. Mind you, I do say that about every simulator that I play, to be honest. I find the whole lot amazing. That people have sat down, designed this, done the bridges, done the scenery, stuck trees on top of it, added trains or buses or trams or whatever, and sounds, and absolutely wonderful. But yeah, so as I said earlier at the beginning, this is the Just Trains Chiltern main line, and it comes with the Class 68, which is diesel electric, which is what we're driving now. And picking up a nice head of steam, as you say. But yeah, I'm glad I actually did decide to stream this now, because I think if I'd started it and then run that red light like I did a few minutes ago. Oh, yellow aspect. So let's slow her down a wee bit. Right, I caught it. I caught the AWS then. Nice. So I hope I don't have to... In fact, let's apply some brakes, because... Yeah, let's apply some brakes. Apply... Let's get her down a wee bit. See what's round the corner here. And release. There's AWS again, so... Oh, okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. You think I would have learned that, wouldn't you? You think I would have learned. That was... Yeah. Yeah. That was embarrassing. That's taken an hour and 7 minutes to repeat this, repeat the same mistake twice. Yeah. You know what? I wonder if I can turn that off here. Gameplay. Passing danger signal ends game. There we go. This is what I should have turned off earlier. Yeah, that was... And you know, again, it's not my aim to actually pass these red signals at danger, but yeah, so what else have we got? I've not actually been through here before. Career scoring. Yeah, we're not in career mode at the moment. We're just in doing some scenarios. Hints, that's fine. Auto fireman. Okay, that's to do with steam trains. Yeah, I should have turned that off, but I didn't actually realise. Yeah, Scott says, this is what you get for talking about deja vu. Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day. You know, one of these days I will learn. But, yeah, that's it turned off now anyway. This is it turned off. You know what? I'm not doing it again. Not at the moment anyway. Because, like I said, I've stayed at this one piece of track like 5 times. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I will probably try and finish this. Maybe do a video perhaps. It's wonder how many times it's going to take me to do that. Yeah, have a grand time. Yeah, I'm probably going to call it a wrap myself there, Scott, but thanks for stopping by. So everyone in the chat, thank you very much. It's been very kind of you. You saw me do the same mistake twice now. 30 minutes apart, and I think I'm probably done there, so I'm going to call it a day, everybody, and thanks for stopping by, and hopefully I'll catch you again on the next one, and till we see you again, take care and bye bye.
Dear, I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never your pawn, your pawn. My love wasn't ever a game. I lay with cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away, but I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. You can double down. I'll still be a proud haven for your love is never love. A river through your bluff, I will be enough, enough, enough. My love wasn't ever a game. I lay with cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away, but I can promise that you'll never be the same. It's something you can never take, what is not uncommon to forsake. Got a chronic urge to complicate. Think of love like a friend, not an enemy. Feeling I have nothing left to hide. I'll say but you know it when it's right. Keep it simple now, living it before I die. Think of love like a friend, not an enemy. My love